Welcome to the Disney Underground, your experimental podcast of tomorrow. Be sure to strap on your Mickey ears as our hosts, Panda, Gene, Sammy, and Morgan, take you through all the happenings in the world of Disney and Universal. Are you ready for some fun, games, and an occasional guest or two? Then sit back, relax, and enjoy the Disney Underground.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Disney Underground. Gene Fitzmagic, Panda, Sammy D, Morgan Stark. How is everybody doing tonight?
Awesome.
Awesome.
So, can we start the show off by first thanking Michael Jensen for his $10 super chat? We really appreciate that.
Yes.
Man.
Thank you,
Michael. Before we came on the air, it was already in there. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So, shout out to Michael Jensen. Paul Engel, one of our mods, is in the house. Joe Ruack is in the house. Francine Wasserman. Monorail Molly, our other mod, is in the house. Dreamer Deborah is in the house. Corey Cross, Dave Garner, Diane LaBruna, Trisha Murphy. Thank you so much for joining in. And guys, so there's a lot to talk about. Maybe well, let's just start right away with it. What are your thoughts about D23 before we get into like the specific announcements? What was your overall take of what we came out of with D23?
Leave me wanting more. I want more.
I agree.
All in all, it was a big nothing sandwich. I get it. And some of the things are interesting. It just was not what I was expecting. I was expecting them to have more.
Hey, Lauren and Mark. Yeah, and Lisa's in the house as well. Yeah, I expected it to be a little bit more myself. But I am happy with some of the stuff that they came out with.
Yeah, I some of it boggles my mind and some of it I'm happy with. I can't believe they're still using that Hotbox Ghost as a talking point. Like that was a talking point 3 years ago.
You're like, that's old news.
I feel like we were talking about that like 3 months ago, and we're like, for the party starting or the Haunted Mansion movie coming out. Nope, and still no.
He's coming after Halloween. That makes sense. I'm telling you, the only reason why they paused it was so that it could be a talking point for these type of things. Otherwise, it would have been done already.
Movie Mania Nick, go Jets. It's a sad day for us Jet fans, so we won't talk about that here. I've talked about it at nauseum, so we won't talk about it here. But Piano Rob in the house, Brian and Ead in the house. Thank you guys for showing up today. I may have missed Brandon Acox in the house, Jason Wilbrand. If I missed you, I apologize. I'm trying to go through this, but it goes pretty quick. Corinne is in the house. Hey, Corinne, how you doing? Sam Ruffin in the house. Yeah, so let's start with one of the first announcements. Hera Syndulla and Chopper are going to appear at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But again, what do we always do? We find out there's always a great, awesome new meet and greet. Where does it usually go?
Disneyland.
Why do we never get these cool meet and greets? At least they must do it like they start them there and eventually we'll get it. So hey, Rob.
But we did it like years later. Like that's terrible. Like it's not even like the show's not even going on at that point. Like it's not even cool.
Wait, leave that comment up real quick, Patty. I thought that was you, Rob. I totally thought that was you. I was in a 1950s costume. You could see my face, and I jump out. It was so good. So thank you.
That's funny that he remembered.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt the Disney talk with Universal talk, but I was in Yeti last week as the mom looking for her son.
Very cool. Did you find your son?
Oh, between every set, and actually at the very end of the night when I thought everybody was gone and we were exiting the soundstage, I grabbed my kid, who was actually a girl, Billy, and I go, I found Billy. And then I was like, oh wait, there's people out there like in line for Stranger Things still. I've been a mom twice now in 2 different houses, but enough about me. But yes, Rob, I'm so glad I scared you. Yay.
There you go. Doing your job. Doing your job.
She was doing her job big time the night I was there.
There you go. So back to Hera Syndulla. So are we excited for Disneyland? Maybe this could mean that we'd be getting this eventually. It's one of the key characters in the new series. But again, we a little jealous about this one, or just move the needle? Does this meet and greet move the needle for you?
I mean, are you guys a fan of the show? Have you guys been watching the show?
I like it. Yeah.
I watched the first episode, and I'm going to be honest, I was a little bored.
It was entertaining, but you got to be a fan.
I am a Star Wars fan. It was a little.
But like of this Star Wars, not the old Star Wars. Yeah. This Star Wars. Are you a fan of this Star Wars?
I think so.
You're not a true fan. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like Sammy, like you're saying, like I watched like the original trilogies and all of those, and then now they've just been adding so much Star Wars content and Marvel content. I've been leaning towards more Marvel content.
Keep up.
Yeah, I can't keep up with Marvel, let alone another franchise. And like, I recognize this character. She looks awesome. I love the whole look, and I committed to it. But like, I don't know her enough to like. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it. I mean,
Is it one of the series that you have to get like a couple episodes in, or did you like it from episode 1?
I liked it from episode 1, and I don't know too much about Ahsoka, so
it was pretty good. A lot of action, so I liked it. It definitely kept me. I wouldn't say boring, but I don't know a lot of background on this side of this Star Wars. So to me, it was entertaining, but maybe I don't know. Maybe for you who loves this old Star Wars, maybe this is just like to you. Maybe that's why you're bored.
I don't know. I know I got to watch more episodes. I didn't really. I know this is supposed to be like a cool scene. I don't want to give any of the things away any of the spoilers that I saw because I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. But I thought there was a couple of cool scenes from what I could see that were coming up. So maybe I just didn't get to what would pique my interest. Just a fan of Kylo Ren. I guess a lot of people.
I agree.
Are, right?
Yeah,
I agree. He's my
best friend.
He's all right, I guess. So let's move over to Osaka Tano. She's coming to Star Tours next spring. Are we excited about that?
That'll be good.
That was a good announcement. That was a pretty exciting announcement.
I don't like the ride.
We're getting a new film. Wow.
Well, they're going to be adding a bunch of new films to it, so that's pretty cool, though.
If you're a fan of the ride
more regularly, you know, like to keep, like Sammy, like you're trying to say, like keep people coming back, because
yes. But you see that ride for some reason, I don't know about you guys, but it makes me like really motion sick. No ride does it.
Heard that from a lot of people.
It does make me motion sick a little bit too, depending on the video.
Because I believe they did upgrade it not recently, and then
Also
they're going to
made
upgrade
it 3D,
again.
sure.
So to me, only because it makes me sick, I think I will skip it.
What about you guys? And what about chat? Chat, are you excited for this new Osaka Tano version of Star Tours? Panda, what about you? What's your thought on it?
Yeah, no, I anytime they update Star Tours, I like it. I just don't think it's, the great. I'm excited about it. I'm giving Disney their props, but not too much. Hey, Aiden. Oh, such a good boy.
Sneak attack. What about you, Morgan?
I think adding any character as a meet and greet or a part of an attraction, I think is awesome. Whether I'm a huge fan of it or not, I think that is so great, and I'm happy for all the Star Wars fans that I know will love this.
I'm excited to see the new lands because they're supposed to put in new video of areas that we haven't even seen in Star Wars yet. So it's going to be completely undiscovered, uncharted territory for us. Whether you're a fan or not, it's going to be the show that's in the ride is going to change up dramatically. And we'll see with something just real quick, catch up with some of the people in chat that I see come in. Greg, Fanatic Greg is in the house. Connor is in the house. Jacqueline Velton is in the house. So what's up? So yeah, I think anytime they upgrade or update a ride, I think we're all winners, right? It's going to be a little bit different. You're going to get to see some stuff we haven't seen before, especially when we've been on it a million times and it might get a little stale.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tell me, like, if you guys think that they should change it, like, or update it seasonally, like how they do Space Mountain at Disneyland. It's constantly, so it's something exciting to look forward to. I
don't think they can do this ride seasonally because there's a lot of work that's got to go into it. It's like shooting a video. I don't know if they're able to do that.
Well, maybe not so like a new one every time, but like for this season of Star Wars,
change them up. Like
yeah,
I get it. Yeah, so it doesn't be anything new, but maybe they take something out for the fall season, bring it back for the winter.
Right.
Like that might not be that bad.
Keep it fresh.
That's a good idea.
Because I feel like when the most recent trilogy came out, it was just the most recent trilogy and nothing else. And then anytime I got anything else, I'm like, whoa,
I get it.
Just my thought.
So Asha from Disney's The Wish is also coming to Disney parks. Are we excited about that? Now, it's a movie that doesn't come out until November. So
yeah, I got to know the character to be that excited, but I like what I see so far.
Well, I love what I've seen of the movie. The clips that you see of the movie, it looks like it's going to be a good one.
It does. And it looks original.
It does. Well, it's going to be in 2D and 3D, I guess they said, right? Or what was the term they used?
It's a mixed bag of animation you're getting.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's a little different. I think
it looks good.
It'll be a throwback to earlier stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think the person that they casted, for at least for the media, looks spot on too. little bit of animation we've seen, and she's stunning. And like, I'm all for it. I'm all for more characters.
What about you guys, Sammy?
I mean, I'm excited. I need to see the movie, like really getting excited. I don't know any of the characters, but so far the trailers, it looks really cool. I kind of need to see a little more just to make sure they're not just giving their best shots in just a trailer and then the movie isn't so good. I need to see more.
Are we expecting this to be a hit, Panda?
I am. I like the music crescendo that I'm hearing in the trailer, and it gives me hope that there's something there.
What about you guys? What about you, Morgan?
Oh, sorry. Say that again. I was reading a comment. Is my audio okay?
Yep, you're good. I hear you.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry, what was the question again?
Are you excited about this movie? Do you think this could be a nice hit for
Wish?
Disney? Wish.
I think I'm not invested in it yet. I feel like you guys are saying, like, I haven't seen enough of it. I'm not emotionally connected to it yet, but maybe I will be after I've seen it.
All right, we'll see. Also, we got a first look at the Lewis audio animatronic for Tiana's Bayou Adventure at D23.
Oh, big.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Are we excited about any of this new change? I know it's going to come out like spring 2024. Is that when it is? When's the due date for this?
I think spring 2024. I think you're right.
So, are we excited about this particular situation here?
I am.
Yes.
All right.
Look how cool it looks.
And anytime I see the new audio animatronic technology and being used a lot, I am thrilled about that. Mm-hmm. These animatronics are going to look amazing, whether we like the attraction or not.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Morgan?
I think it's going to look great. I hope all the proportions are correct. I know we'll talk about it later, but somebody else's new character is a little out of proportion. But I love Lewis. I love him as a meet and greet character, or like the ones when you see him on the parade floats and stuff like that. He always just looks so happy and jolly. And I hope that animatronic can do it justice.
All right. Next thing that came out at D23. And this is kind of like one of those things where it's like, what are they doing? Like, why do they wait so long? How hard could it have been to put it to add this in time? The Hatbox Ghost, we got a date now of late November for them to add the Hatbox Ghost. Can anybody answer to me why they couldn't have this done before Halloween? Number one. Number two, didn't they announce this last year at D23? And it took them all the way to so they announced that it was going to happen, and then the next D23 they just announced when it's going to happen. It almost takes away from last year.
There might be another D23 to announce the time that it'll be installed.
Right? That's what it seems like.
No, please don't.
Like we were chatting before the show, they missed all the ample opportunities, like the start of Haunted Mansion, the movie, the start of the Halloween parties, the Halloween coming up. They're going to miss all of these major opportunities. And it's just like, oh yeah, the hype is gone. Like, the anticipation of something, and
they're going to try to turn it into part of the Epcot makeover. I know it.
Oh no! Oh no!
I hope not.
Gene, you know that was funny, Gene, because it's not in Epcot.
Oh, there you go. Hey Vanessa, hey Disney World, is that crazy Disney guy? That crazy guy is in the house. Who else we got that just popped in? Florida Freaks is in the house. Hello, everybody.
Al, how are you?
Yeah, why can't we just get an exact date already? I mean, I don't get that either. Like
it's like the stretching room, they're stretching it out. They're getting every little last bit of honey out of it before they install him. He's been ready for 2 years.
That's what I don't get. I don't get it. They really missed a great opportunity to put him in at the right time. That's the problem. Like you're gonna. I mean, if you're gonna put him in late November, why did it matter? Put him in April at that point. If it's not before Halloween, what's the difference at that point?
No, it doesn't.
What's the rush? I guess at that point, if you're not doing it for Halloween,
exactly.
Is he getting a makeover? Are they rebuilding him?
I don't know, but Lorna Mark says, "Do we just blame Chapek?" That's what it seemed. That used to be the answer until last year. That was always the answer. Oh, it's probably Bob. It's probably Bob Chapek. You can't blame him for this one. So I don't know.
I feel like the Imagineers, and I don't want to say Imagineer, it could be a lot of other things, but I feel like whoever's in charge of this, the department has like ADHD where they start a lot of projects and don't get any of them done, and like I can relate to that at times, and I try my hardest not to, but I feel like that's what they're doing. They're telling us all these things and none of them ever gets finally finished.
Donnie and Marie with a great point. Why can't they hit deadlines anymore. That's the problem. It just seems like they
Why
never,
can't they
ever
give themselves any deadlines anymore?
Well, now they're not doing that. That maybe they learned from not making deadlines. Is now they're not giving them these deadlines. So, you know, and they're always like they're very like tepid with how they announce the dates, right? They don't really just come out and say it's going to be this is the date. It's like you know, late 2024, which could be anything, and then it gets pushed back to mid 2025. So
Greg has a point here. You don't need to sell tickets for Halloween. They already have that money. You need to sell them for November, December. So that makes sense.
That's a great. It's almost like in baseball where you don't have the
you don't pull the trigger until you have to.
Yeah. You don't want a big team opening day. You're already selling opening day tickets, so that makes sense to me. All right, you know what, guys? We do have to take a short commercial break. We're going to hear from our travel sponsor real quick, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to do a giveaway at one point in the show, and with our new giveaway sponsor for JSA Creations. So take a 30-second, just stick around. We're going to be doing that giveaway soon, and we're going to hear from our travel sponsor right now.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Thompson, owner of MC Travel Company, formerly Mouse Class Travel. What started with a dream of building magical vacations for everyone at Disney World has now turned into creating magical vacations worldwide. We're 75% repeat and referral. That's because when clients first came to us, they came to us for our expert planning inside theme parks at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, as well as Universal. But now we have diversified and are now selling vacations worldwide. The reason why you would want to book with me is because no matter which vacation you book, you get the same group of hardworking agents all working on your vacation. There is not one single agent at my agency that you work with. When you book with us, you become our family. That means that the entire team at MC Travel Company works for you. We each specialize in a portion of your vacation and then bring it all together in the end for you to enjoy. So for your next vacation, consider MC Travel Company. And thank you, Panda, for allowing us to sponsor this channel. Have a magical day.
100% accuracy, 0% failure on getting your dining reservations. So make sure you check them out when you want to book a trip. They do everything. It's a free quote. Make sure you check them out. They do a great job.
We need to put that on a t-shirt. Like if we were to ever go to the parks, the four of us together on like a proper Disney Underground, we should get that like their logo
0% failure rate.
Yep, 0% failure, 100% success on the back of the shirt for sure.
Or the only fail for this show is its producer. And then on the back, it can say Patty. It can say Patty.
We love Patty.
No.
That is really mean. Are you older than Patty or is Patty older? I'm glad.
Good. Okay, so now let's move on. Patty, what's our next?
I was lost into the ether. Now
I'm glad. So wait, are you older than Patty?
It's a cold place.
Are you older than Patty?
I'm older than Patty.
That's why.
Hello,
That's
Darlene.
why. You're the bully.
No,
that makes
it's little man syndrome.
I just call it like I see. I just call it like I see it, guys.
That
That's all I'm
makes
saying.
perfect sense.
Hey, Debbie Thunit in the house. How you doing? Laura Mistano in the house. All right, so let's get back to it. Now, guys, remember, in about 15, 20 minutes, we'll be doing our giveaway for JSA Creation. So just stick around. Nick, how you doing, Nick? All right. So the original Country Bears Jamboree is going to be replaced by a new show. Are we excited about this? Are we nervous about this? Or we don't want them to touch it? I'm going to be honest. Let me start with this one. I'm not a big country jamboree guy. I'm not a big country jamboree guy.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't care what they do to this damn thing. As my
remember your promise that you made a long time ago. That bet you lost. You can't say anything negative about.
I did lose the bet about 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm technically not allowed to say anything negative about the country.
Positive things.
Hold on one second. My dog is wheezing. Somebody come get him, please.
Not fix him. Just get him. Get the wheezing dog out of here.
Oh, I thought I had my mic off. It was still on.
No, you're on. We heard you loud and clear.
Wow, we're professional. Okay, my thing about this Country Bears is I love the show. It's so cute. I'm so happy. And like, as much as like we don't want them to touch it, like I think this is the best way to update it and still show respect for all the people that love it. So I am very okay with this.
You know, if it gets kids to like it more, like let's say one of the bears comes out dressed as Elsa and does Let It Go, kids are likely going to like it more I hate that, but if it keeps the bears there, I'm all for it. I don't like the whole changing of Liver Lips because it's a problematic name or songs being changed because it's ridiculous, but I get it.
Am I wrong in saying that they are going to keep some of the songs, but then add new ones? Am I right? Did I hear?
I did read somewhere one of the songs was staying or getting changed a little.
Yeah, I heard that they were just changing some of them, but that there was going to be some staying. That's what I was under the impression of as well. But what do you think about changing the characters though?
No,
I don't think they are either.
It or they're upgrading it.
Yeah,
I think they're upgrading.
They're not. I thought they were gonna add a couple of new characters. Am I wrong?
I hear that. It could be. I didn't hear that though.
Do we not want them to touch it? Now I know this. I know me and Sammy have some friends that they love this
yes.
attraction. They wouldn't want to.
And
they're
watching right now.
Are they in the chat right now? I didn't see them in the chat.
Dan should be watching. I think Dan is on.
Okay, I didn't see him. Can we swap Gene and Patty, please? Hey, listen. If you guys want Patty, by all means. You don't know what you're.
I'll do it. I think it would be fun. Go ahead. Bye. Thanks. No, Gene.
I'm not a big Bears fan, country Bears fan. It's always been a boring attraction to me. I don't find, and they're just, I got to be honest, they're creepy looking to me. Those bears are creepy looking. I don't want nothing to do with them. Am I
Five Nights at Freddy's guy?
You're not completely wrong, but I do think that they need an upgrade. Like they need, when you pass there's always
it needs new life.
Like you want people to want to go see them and pay respect to them. So I totally agree with what Morgan said. I think it needs an upgrade, but I am a little scared when they upgrade things because it seems like sometimes they go a little too far. So I am in the middle. I'm a little scared, but I'm excited.
Wait, show of hands then. Who loves the original version of the country? Who loves it? Not just likes it, who loves it? The original version of the Country Bears. You guys love it. Sammy, you love it.
I do. And I always go there and I always send videos to Dan and stuff. Oh.
Like the guys that turned me on turned me down. That's the classic Blood on the Saddle, a classic. Everybody in the chat is raising their hand. Yes. I feel like people that like or love the Country Bears are also this have the same passion for it as people who love living with the land.
I don't see it as the same thing at all. Living with the land is a great attraction.
Gene?
Country Bears is very
Country Bears is opening day, Gene. It was there.
I get it, but to me, there's something to it that just doesn't hit me. There's just something about Country Bears that just doesn't hit me right.
If it doesn't,
maybe you don't have a soul.
Yeah,
that could be it. That could be it. All right, so on to the next thing. Peg Pete is returning to the new Pirates of the Caribbean themed tavern, the new themed tavern in Adventureland. Are we excited about this new? Forget about even with Peg Pete being there. Are we cool? Are we cool with this new Pirates of the Caribbean themed tavern? The whole idea just seems really cool to me. Forget about it. If Peg Pete's a bonus.
It seems like Tortuga Tavern, which is half times it's open, sometimes it's not. They're going to use it for something, maybe finally.
Yeah,
I think it's a great idea. The only thing I know that means a new menu because I'm sure they're going to bring new stuff. Yeah. Please don't touch my peanut butter hazel spread banana sandwich because I will be so sad. I look forward to that sandwich all the time. I don't even care about the chips. Leave the chips. Leave the side chips. Give me my little Nutella banana sandwich, and I'm happy.
But what does that have to do with pirates? Like I get the turkey leg being there. I hope they don't take
that out. They're going to come out with a new menu.
Yeah,
because if you eat enough of them, you get booty. That's what has to do with pirates. Actually, I never had that sandwich. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
it is pretty good. I'll agree. It is pretty good.
I didn't even know they sold it. What is it called specifically?
It's called the peanut butter chocolate hazelnut spread with chunks of banana, and they grill it so it's nice and warm. It's sold like the chocolate is just
where is it sold?
Tortuga Tavern.
At Tortuga Tavern.
But it's hardly ever open. That's why I don't get it often.
Yeah, it like you said, this breathes new life into it, and I know people get hesitant about alcohol consumptions and stuff, but I think how it's been maintained in Olga's at Disneyland and stuff. I think like the other fine dining establishments. I think it should be pretty good. I think
maybe the parrot that we lost many years ago talking outside the Pirates will come back because he seems to be in that photo and I miss him. he would be like, salty old pirates, salty old pirates.
Tortuga Tavern. I know somebody just put up there. They thought that Tortuga Tavern was like a pirate themed place, and it is.
It is.
But I think it's going to be more of a concentrated kind of like more pirate feel to it, other than just the name.
And now you could just walk in from anywhere now and just sit down because like nothing's going on there. I'm sure it'll be closed up to be a proper establishment.
That's what I think. Yeah, because right now there's a lot of times people aren't even eating there. They just find a seat and sit down. And like I've even done it at times. I know a lot of people have done it at times because it's at a great spot where sometimes you just need a break. It's in the shade. Maybe you're gonna get on Pirates and just take a quick respite before you go wait online. Yep. Or sometimes coming off Pirates, people kind of just stop right there. They don't even get food. They just hang out there. Hey, Heather Demet, Angela Minta in the house. Hey, Vanessa EE.
Heather.
So I get it to an extent. I would love. I'm excited for this. Anytime they're gonna add some new type of eatery, I'm good with because it's a whole new menu. Like Sammy said, you're gonna get a whole new menu. So I can't wait to see the new food that they decide to.
We're all asking about the bar, and we really don't know, but it should be like you would think that maybe they'll put in an actual pub type thing
with an honorary bartender.
Ooh.
What was it in Vacation? He's an honorary cuss.
Ornery, yeah.
I'm hoping that we get one of those as the bartender there. All right, so
God, hold on. Don just said something about that sandwich with bacon. Sammy,
I was like, ooh.
If we put some crispy bacon on that, oh my God.
If we go to where Adventureland and you get their Canadian bacon, bring it back and you put it on your sandwich, you'd be happy.
Why do we get more views the minute we talk about bacon? People come in. I think people like me smell it when you say it. Watch the number go up.
Bacon.
Oh, it went down. Also, all y'all watching, please be sure to like the show.
Yes,
if some of you missing.
If you haven't hit that like yet, please hit that like for us, guys. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe so you can keep track with everything else that we got coming up each day. Panda's constantly got some new vlogs coming up that we keep track with all the vlogs. So make sure you do that. Plus, like I said, even in the future of this channel, there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming to this channel in the near future. Just so make sure you don't miss it. Subscribe now, hit that little notification bell, and hit that like for this episode here so we can get this thing shared out a little bit. All right, so on to the next thing. Journey of Water inspired by Moana is obviously it actually has a date now of October 16th. I feel like everybody's already kind of seen this. It's been down there already, though. I feel like I've seen so much video of it that it's already pretty much been seen. I haven't.
And it's
seen
cute. It's nice.
Does it move the needle?
From me, you know what? I haven't been there yet. I had COVID, or I would have been there. No, it does. I mean, it makes it a nice place to stop at Epcot. I still don't get it going into Epcot really, but I'm smiling about it. And yeah.
I can agree with that. Morgan, have you had a chance to check this out yet?
I currently don't have a Disney Pass, and I have been working at Universal, so I haven't yet. But from what I've seen on like videos and everything, it looks cute, just underwhelming. Like, I just feel like they could be doing so much more because we know what they're capable of. So, like, why not a Moana attraction, or why not a Moana epic entry meet and greet? How they do for Ariel, like something like this could have been. Or like, I know there's going to be a Moana meet and greet, but is it going to be in her area? Like, that's a lot of questions I have. So
I get it. Different. I see some people saying that they feel it fits perfect. Greg, Fanatic Greg, saying it fits perfectly. Piano Rob says it fits perfectly. So we'll see. Again, it's not like it's not a ride, and I think that's what some people like. The people that aren't into it, I think that's part of why it's not a ride. It's more like you kind of just like walk through the experience from what I can see. I'm still excited to do it when I finally get down there and have a chance to do it, just to be able to check it out like my own eyes, because I've seen a ton of videos so far. To be able to do it with my own eyes, I'm pretty excited about that.
For what it's worth, and this makes me happy, it does seem like Piano Rob just had a little bit of. He was talking about how it fits into Epcot with the Discovery and everything. It feels more old Epcot. It does feel like we're getting some old Epcot back. And then when we talk about Test Track, there's another thing there that harkens back to old Epcot that got me very excited.
Piano Rob, good point. Says not everything can be Cosmic Rewind.
That is true.
They set the bar at a certain level. That's the problem. They set that bar up there with Cosmic Rewind, and now you expect everything to be like a thrill ride. And he's right. It's not. Not everything is going to be Cosmic Rewind. So it can only be one. There's that. All right, we're gonna do one more before we go to our commercial and our giveaway. The World Celebration at Epcot is actually going to be opening in December. Finally, right? Finally, we get this thing opened up and we get to see what this all the big hubbub and all the work that's been put in this thing for the last few years. We finally get to see it. Are we finally saying thankfully, finally?
I'll say it when the walls are down. Yeah.
So me too.
Do you think it's
because when in December? Could it be early December or December 31st?
And did they specify which December?
It does say this December in the article.
Okay.
They can be tricky like that.
I'd be like, we didn't tell you which one. So that's funny.
It's true.
We'll see. I gotta be honest. I'm just done with all the walls. I know everybody likes to call it Walcott. I'm kind of done with all the walls. I'm finally ready for it to be an actual theme park as it was meant to be. So I'm excited about it. For that reason, it could be a big nothing burger for all we know. But I'm excited for the walls to be down at minimum.
Yeah, I agree. And it's going to be weird when you first walk in because you're going to be so used to the walls. You're going to be like, what is all this? It's going to feel like open and big, and it's going to be pretty cool.
Like we don't just go left and right. What?
Yeah.
We can go straight.
It might get a little confusing actually to navigate Epcot all of a sudden. You're like, wait a second, I'm used to a wall here. Like something's not right. Mm-hmm. So, all right, guys, we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to hear from one of our sponsors, JSA Creations, and then we're going to come back and we're going to actually do our giveaway right after the break. And we'll have a trivia question.
Stick around for this.
So stick around, and we'll show you what the prize is going to be. But it's a prize pack from JSA Creations. So stick around for the giveaway. And go ahead, let's roll that clip, Patty. There you go. So, all right. So, what do we have a chance to win this week? Since you're the JSA Creations rep, Sammy. What are they going to win this month?
Okay, so I'm super excited because this month you will get one exclusive set of ears that have not been released. So no one has seen it. They're going to be released, but they're going to be released in the next week or two. And it's these.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
And then the back is Chip. And I don't know if my camera's like making it, but it's super cool. They're going to be
Chip and
all
Dale.
Interchangeable. So you will get to have 2 set of ears. Our second pair is
so there's 2 ears. There's 2 ears involved with the prize pack this week.
Yes, so it's going to be 1 headband, 2 ears. So the ears will come like this. And it's going to come with 3 different bows. So I kind of made Halloween. So it's going to be our purple. It's going to be our black and bright orange. And our candy corn bow. And our oversized pumpkin that it's going to include a tea light. And it's going to light up. Okay.
How cute!
It's really big. I don't know if you guys can see how where my head is and how big it is.
It's like the size of your head.
Yeah, it's really big.
Yeah,
man, we don't need to go to Home Goods now. Just get that from you. That's adorable.
This is a great price pack.
Not in the shop. So this will not be in the shop at all.
This is an exclusive.
This is an exclusive that will only be for the Doug, and it's not going on the shop.
I love it.
So you have a chance to win. So what would that be, like a candle holder?
It's I wouldn't say a candle, but it's the tea light. You put a tea light and it kind of lights up.
Like
you
a
can kind of do
jack-o'-lantern.
it that way. Like a jack-o'-lantern. I would not put a candle because this is plastic. It would melt and you don't want to catch your house on fire.
There you go. All right. So guys, so we do have here's how we're gonna do it. First correct answer for the trivia question will win this package. And so are we ready to I'm gonna get a thumbs up from the chat. Are you guys ready for the trivia question? I see a lot of people excited about the package. Those are awesome. They're super cute. Love the Chip and Dale. They look amazing, Sammy. So all right, so JSA Creations that's the prize pack. Let's go. Let's do the trivia question. Remember, it's the first correct answer is the winner. The first correct answer is the winner. So
it's the first correct answer that we see. It may not look that way on your screen. I've learned this the hard way.
Yes, the one that first comes up on our chat will be the winner. So with that, Morgan, take it away.
Absolutely, it's my favorite thing to do. So the question is for Walt Disney World specifically, but how many trains does Big Thunder Mountain Railway have?
How many trains does Big Thunder Mountain Railway have? So and guys, we're not above Googling. If you have to Google it, go ahead and Google it. But first correct answer we see gets wins the prize back. See, 3 but that's not the correct answer. So
Debbie got it.
Which is the first one?
Debbie
Thunert. Congratulations.
Yes, it's 6. Yay.
Thunert. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, Debbie. Here's how we're gonna get you the prize back. You gotta email me, Patty. Throw up my email address. You email me, and I will send all your information to Sammy so that they can mail that out to you. Patty, did he throw it up there yet? Did he put my email up there? Patty, put the email address up there for everyone to see. And Debbie, you're gonna email me. If you can email me tonight, great. The sooner you get it to me, the sooner I can get it to Sammy.
Yes.
Your mailing information, and then we'll get it to Sammy, and Sammy will get that prize back out to you right away. Congratulations, Debbie.
Congrats.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. This is why you guys need to watch live Tuesdays, because you have a chance to win.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
If you guys are watching this in the back play or replay,
you miss out.
You missed out. But also be sure to comment what kind of content you guys want to see from us, or if you have any video ideas. We love interacting with you and making you guys like the unofficial 5th host.
Definitely. Again, we've already used some ideas that have come up that have been put up in our in comments. If you have an idea for a show, just throw it in the comment. Maybe we'll end up using it. We'll give you full credit, of course. We've already done that already. So there you see right there, Gene it's GeneFitzMagic@gmail.com. So Debbie, please make sure you email me, get me your mailing information, and I will get it to Sammy. We'll get that out to you. All right. So back to business. Back to business. Okay, guys. Luminous, the Symphony of Us Nighttime Spectacular will be debuting December 5th. I'm ecstatic about this. I love the new nighttime show.
There's a date.
Yeah, okay, I've never not known so much about something coming up so quickly. It's pretty amazing to me that we have a major nighttime show coming to Epcot in 2 months that we know nothing about. I will tell you, I like the title because it still ends in us, and that gives me the countries, coming together. Luminous, all right, it's light, I'll take it. But now they're just describing to me, everything else again. They're describing, I forgot what it was called.
Luminous.
Not illumination. No, what was it called? The second. What's the second thing that we didn't like that went away?
Harmonious.
Harmonious. It sounds like harmonious to me in what they're describing.
Yep.
So.
Did you not like Harmonious? I thought Harmonious was
liked it, but the problem with Harmonious is you had to stand in a specific spot to really get the show.
Point. That's a good point. Well, they're going to have fountains again on this one.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't have to look at it from a certain angle. I don't think there'll be a screen, but who knows? There
will be fountains, they said again on this one as well. Fireworks, fountains, music. Sammy, what's your thoughts on this?
I'm excited. I want to experience it before I give my full opinion on it. Just because what if I say, I'm not excited about it, and then it ends up being like amazing. So I kind of want to wait. I want to hold my opinion.
Greg says it's going to be like Harmonious and Illuminations all together. That would be great.
That taking the best of both. Oh, look at the kitty cat.
It's Vomitus Upitus in the lagoon.
It's actually, that's the one that did it. Because you know why? I've never, like dogs might like beg for human food and stuff. This cat, he thinks he's a dog. He like begs for human food. So he must have gotten something that got him sick, and he had a little throw-upping thing earlier. And
it hasn't cramped his style.
He's chilling though. Where'd he go? He's over here. There's 2 of them behind me.
I got this little.
Oh my god!
All the cats.
Khaleesi and Winston. So there's these.
Cute.
Yeah, they're good. They're just a little messy sometimes, which messed up my notes. But I digress. I'm excited. So yeah, I'm excited about Luminous. Hopefully, it's not one of these ones we have to start standing like one of like 4 spots in the whole park to be able to get a good view. I know that was a lot of the thing about Harmonious, but I'm excited for it, and especially if Greg's right, if it's a combination of Harmonious and Illuminations, then it's the best of both worlds. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that. I think Greg is speculating on that, but who knows?
Hopefully they've learned their lesson from Harmonious. You can just make something perfect.
I'm hoping.
And the music
I'm hoping.
perfect.
I'm hoping. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, do us a favor. Hit that like button for us. I know there's 116 of you guys here today. If you haven't hit that like button, just hit that thumbs up for us real quick. Helps us get a share out on the show. We really, really would appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so Test Track's going to be reimagined and will be re-inspired by the World of Motion, which is a little bit of a throwback because that's what it used to be. I'm excited about this. I think this is going to be really cool.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. It needs the upgrade.
Sad. Yeah, I'm sad we're not getting a whole new attraction. What I really wanted was the Imagination Pavilion announcement that the whole pavilion would be getting a change. Instead, Test Track. But I'm so happy they're going back to that World of Motion. I'm sure the thrill will still be there with the speed outside.
Yeah.
I just wonder if that's going to take a second seat to the creativity inside now.
We hit 100 likes. Thank you, everybody. Paul just let us know we hit 100. Thank you if you just hit that like button. We really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, listen, I'm excited. I thought the World of Motion was cool. I'm glad to see them kind of go back to the roots a little bit. Morgan, what about you?
I'm excited for this because like the original one is very Tron-like, and now that we actually have a proper branded Tron light cycle roller coaster, I think that this is a good idea to switch it back, and I'm very excited to see the refresh. I hope. Do you think that they'll get rid of the creating your own car thing? Because as a creative person, that was really fun for me.
And it kept you busy while waiting in line, right?
Yes.
So I would imagine that they would probably keep some aspects of something. They'll give you something to do in line because it helps with the queue.
Interactive for sure.
Now I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you who's a killer at making the cars is Sammy's son. He does a great job.
Aiden, really?
Oh, he makes some cool ones. He makes some cool ones.
He does, and he is always like he's in this competitive mode. He's like, I can't wait to beat someone. Like he's like always trying to beat me or whoever we're with. So it's always like a little game, and for some reason he always beats us.
That's so fun.
I don't know how he does it.
We need to get his tips and tricks.
I don't want to be the Debbie Downer to the D23 conversation, but I'm gonna be.
Be honest.
Do you remember when they announced the Spaceship Earth revamp?
That's true.
Did you learned all about the lights they were putting in to follow you through the time journey and all the upgrades and everything?
And it never happened, really.
Yeah.
Not only did it not happen, they just stopped speaking about it. Tomorrow they could stop speaking about this Test Track, and we're all like, "Oh, okay, that was gonna happen."
Well,
that
the
is
same
very
thing
true.
Remember the same thing happened with Mary Poppins.
Theater. Oh yeah, the Mary Poppins in Epcot, the theater on Main Street, the Brazil Pavilion. There's so many things that they've announced that were almost. So just know that everything is.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Take it with a grain of salt. They don't even know at this point.
We're talking like you're saying about like the deadlines and all of this. Like we're not holding our breath because we're like, is it going to happen? Is it not? And I know specifically from an inside source that the Epcot ball, after they announced it and then COVID hit, that whole team got let go because it was a project that hadn't got started. So I feel really bad for them, but it's been years later.
I just can't believe they haven't gone back to any of those first before announcing anything new.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
I'm okay with them not touching that Epcot ball. I like that Epcot ball.
I agree with that. Although I do wish they would have did something with Mary Poppins. To me, I think they're really missing out. She doesn't get no representation in the park. You get a little meet and greet, and that's really the only thing you have of Mary Poppins in the whole park.
Gene, you're not even a real fan of Mary Poppins. You did not even know her birthday.
I didn't know her birthday, but
that was very true.
Sammy, no one's talking to you right now, Sammy.
That was very, very true.
Actually, everybody's talking to Sammy.
Rats.
You're mean to me.
You're right. No, listen. But true or false though? Does she need to have some representation in the park? Honestly,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's one of those classic Disney movies.
She's like up there with Snow White.
She's up there with the Country Bears, Gene. She's up there with the Country Bears.
Country Bears couldn't clean her umbrella.
Country Bears wouldn't want that old umbrella.
Listen, they're fine. The Country Bears, leave them where they're at. They don't.
Hold on. I read a thing today, and I'm just going to drop a little seed here in the room with us. We can talk, right? Yeah. They said that the It character, the clown, is the same monster as Mary Poppins. And if you read about them together, how they both have to do with balloons and floating and creating magic, it's very similar. They are the same thing. The
That is
monster
full body
and Mary
chills.
Poppins.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
Are you sad now, Gene? Are you devastated?
I'm just gonna. I believe in Mary Poppins, and I don't. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
She feeds off the positive of children, whereas it is the negative. So
there you go. So they're alter egos.
But they both come around like every 20, 27 years or so, both with balloons magically. There's things going on there.
Panda, you're giving me full body chills. Like, I don't
Yeah.
like this. And it is my job to scare people. I get paid for
I think
it.
Gene's traumatized at this point.
I'm a little bit
All right,
like,
let's move on to. Do we have more? We have more cool.
Oh,
D23
that's a good point. The crazy guy said they think they canceled it when the sequel flopped. Was it? I thought it was a budget thing that why they canceled it.
They were still talking about. They're still talking about it.
They should do it. I don't get why they don't. Jacqueline Velton says it was her first VHS a million years ago, and underrepresented for sure. That's been my call out for years. Is we need something other than just the meet and greet that we get with her. All right, so back to D23. Another announcement: the cruise line has now named their 7th ship. It's going to be the Disney Adventure. Are we excited about anything that we heard about this one here?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we
I
think?
want to go on a Disney cruise. I don't even care what ship. I just want to go on a Disney
I know,
cruise.
right? That's on my bucket list. And we were supposed to go in March of 2020. And of course, the whole pandemic. And we ended up just canceling because we weren't sure how long this thing was going to last or what this even was. And now I regret it because I really want to go on a cruise. I don't care which one.
They'll be around for a while. You'll be fine.
Anything special about Adventure though that sticks out?
I didn't hear any details on it too much.
There wasn't too much that they've actually let us in on yet. I think it's just the name. I wasn't sure if maybe I missed it or not.
No, I know I'm waiting for the Haunted Mansion reveal that was supposed to come to the treasure, and somehow that doesn't seem to be coming to fruition either.
Now, do you think they know what they're doing with Adventure yet? Or maybe I would imagine if they did, they would have given. They have to know the D23.
They have to know the rooms and stuff like that already.
But do they know what special theming and stuff like? Are they going to do is like even the dining?
That would already be that would already be a done deal. Yeah.
Now maybe they're just waiting to next D23 to announce any of that stuff. Like
they're still working on the treasure. Yeah.
So there you go. All right. So then we're up to the dinosaur is going to be reimagined supposedly to be the next Indiana Jones. Which obviously a lot of people might already know in Disneyland, it's basically the same ride, just the theming is different. Would you be cool with this, Panda, or do you want to see the
I would be. I'm confused as to. I think it's the Cliff Flick said before they're going the cheapest route, and I think putting Indiana Jones into there is probably the lowest cost option because of it. It was supposed to be the Zootopia ride that Shanghai was getting, the trackless police car pursuit.
Yeah.
And so that's not looking like it. And again, these are just suggestions. They say they don't know what's going in there yet. They still haven't committed. They're just trying to get feedback from us to see where we're at with it.
That's a great point.
People.
Yeah.
So I am. I still don't know how Indiana Jones fits into Animal Kingdom almost at all.
I could see it. If they're gonna make it more of a Central America, South America vibe, I get it at that point. I actually think that I've
even at that point,
for this.
Even if it is, it should be based on animals, or at least the mythical animals. Even this Indiana Jones doesn't have really any animal connection at all.
I think it's more just the nature of it, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're finding a way to cookie cutter it in. I get it.
Yeah.
So, and that's the talk too. So we'll get right to that. The Central America themed area coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's going to feature Encanto, and that we do know. I believe that's set in stone, correct? Whereas even that's
still one of the suggestions.
See, why announce it then? That's my problem with it. Why announce it?
Because they want to give you the theater of believing you're hearing something when you're not.
And is it also like they want to sell D23 tickets, so they try to come up with all those crazy
sure.
stuff
They can't. They have to make some announcement, sure.
Also, so there's not like if there is a big uproar, they're not so invested in it that they can change it back. So I feel like they're doing it also to listen to people. But I want to say about Indiana Jones, if they can incorporate it really beautifully into the Central Americas or the tropical Americas, area, I am very excited for this because Dinosaur was one of my favorite rides. And then I moved to Disneyland and went on Indiana Jones, and I'm like, oh, this is way better. This is so
That's
good.
exactly
So
what
I'm excited about this as long as they can mesh the theming well, because I love Animal Kingdom because of the animals too.
So my question to you guys is this then: if Indy wouldn't work in Disney's Animal Kingdom, where would Indy work on the East Coast? Would I guess Hollywood Studios?
Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
Pandora had animals. Pandora, the whole movie's success was based on animals. So I can't compare that to Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and
but they do have
conservation.
the concept. The theme of the actual film is actually
right. Now Zootopia would have worked, I agree with Paul, much better in Dinoland than in the Tree of Life, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I get it.
All right. You know what? We got to take a quick break to talk about Orlando Stroller Rental. So let's do that. Patty, pull up the Orlando Stroller Rental. There you go. Guys, they're the most professional and convenient stroller rental company in the business. The number one choice amongst Disney travelers. Orlando Stroller Rental has a huge selection of single and double strollers, and all strollers come with a free cooler, parent console, and rain cover. They have a very convenient counter at the Orlando International Airport at Terminal B, side level 1, where they can even offer free delivery to your Disney resorts, Universal area resorts, as well as Airbnbs. So make the number one choice your choice. Orlando Stroller Rental, family owned and operated since 2008. You have all their information right there. You can go to their website, orlandostrollerrentals.com. You can even email them at info@orlandostrollerrentals.com. Guys, why lug your stroller? If you're coming into town, why lug your stroller from home, whether it be on the plane? Why let it take up space in your trunk on the car when you got luggage to take? Just leave it home and use these guys to rent out your stroller, to rent your stroller when you get to town. No muss, no fuss. You don't have to lug it anywhere. They deliver it for you. There's nothing to worry about. They make it so simple and easy for you guys. You can take that off the screen now, Patty. See what I'm saying? That was up there way too long.
My goodness, leave him alone.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna make t-shirts that says "Leave Patty alone."
Greg says they think they'll sell Chester and Hester at Cast Connections when you destroy Dinoland. That might be that. Hey, listen, that seems where everything seems to go, right? So you never know. Let's see. All right, guys. Zootopia looks like it's going to be replacing Tough to Be a Bug at the Tree of Life. I don't know about this. Listen, I love the representation of Zootopia in Animal Kingdom. To me, that's really what Dinoland should be, is just a total Zootopia area.
I was on a Disney tour, Gene.
Yeah.
Where the lady was explaining how we're going deep into the roots of the tree, and that's where the bugs live, and we're going to go learn about bugs, and it worked out perfectly. And I'm just thinking, what is the theming now that a village of animals lives inside the roots of the tree? Yeah. And I'm like, why are we just throwing out theming like that?
Yeah. I don't get it either. Not only that, it just doesn't. Even if they want to take away the theming, it just doesn't fit. Like,
it's such an icon of the park. It is the icon of the park.
It is the icon. And again, Zootopia should have it's about animals. Why wouldn't it be more central? Like, give it a land in Animal Kingdom. Like, they should have their own special.
Well, I feel like there's two sides to Zootopia being an Animal Kingdom. It is, yes, they're animals, but also like they're animals within a worldly world like ours. You know, they're not talking about animals. Like, am I making sense?
Right.
I feel like
they're fake
on both sides of if animals should be or Zootopia should be an Animal Kingdom or not. And I don't know what side I'm on technically, but there's just certain IPs that I'm like, just that one, I don't know what would fit in the Tree of Life other than it's tough to be a bug, or Bug's Life. I don't know.
Okay, can I give you some blue sky stuff? Just hear me out for a second.
Go ahead.
You know,
as long as you have a due date.
You know the train we have that takes you over to Conservation Station thing?
Yeah.
Just get rid of that whole thing, that whole area. Make it a Zootopia land with a ride there. And we have to get on the train to get there. And while you're on the train, there's screens on it that pass all through the biomes. And you hear try everything as you're on your way to Zootopia.
That would be perfect.
I like that idea. And then give a Lion King section maybe in the park that you can kind of do the Tree of Life. But I just understand that Dinosaur needs an upgrade, but I just thought Zootopia would fit more in Dinosaur.
It would.
And I thought Zootopia was getting a land.
An update, right, Al? Tough to
we're
be.
Going to get a little something.
Zootopia was supposed to get a land by Dinosaur, yeah.
So that made
Moana
sense.
was supposed to be the left. It did make sense.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought of something after Sammy. You said something about the Tree of Life. I think Timon and Pumbaa should have their own show in the Tree of Life because they like to eat bugs. So like that's not as hard of a connection.
Yeah, that'll work.
I love that.
Be like a comedy show, kind of like Mike Wazowski in the Laugh Floor. They're hilarious. That would make sense more than
that's a great idea.
That would definitely
I
make
got
more
pulled
sense.
off of you. You said Lion King, Sammy. So thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I hope they do the whole Encanto lands. I would love to see the casita and see what they do with the windows and have all like making noises and moving stuff like that. I just wish that.
But that also doesn't have to necessarily to do with Animal Kingdom, unless you're gonna. And I see Deborah Dreamer Deborah says if they did South America, then they have to introduce the live animals from there. That's how Encanto works, because it's the same thing as Indiana Jones. It's a great movie. It needs representation in one of the parks, but how does it fit there other than if you do it that way? Otherwise, you would do it in make a Colombia in South America, or a Colombia or South America
like
in
Epcot.
Yeah. So
either one, I think if you're showing Antonio's powers, that he is an animal lover, that maybe it would be central around him, I would imagine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But that's tough because he's not like the main character. Maribel is the main character. And then I feel like the next important characters, and this could be just my opinion, are her sisters.
And in this land, what is it called? This land that they're trying to build, what is it called? Tropical Americas?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
Should we do a Halloween night where like the Chupacabra comes and gets you?
I like they could do that for Halloween.
Come on,
sure.
Sammy, wouldn't that fit in there? They could do.
Listen, I would go in the summer to Puerto Rico, and that's how my grandparents got me to stay inside at night. They were like, Chupacabra. I'm like, okay, I'm going inside.
I would totally be scared.
I
was terrified.
Tim Reppel says that they need to hire you, Panda, for that idea that you had.
Please, I'm right here. They could just take the idea. Don't even hire me. Just do it. Just make it happen.
Just as long as it gets there, right? So all right, hey, Joey D in the house. What's up, Joey? All right, so what's our final takeaway on that one then?
It doesn't fit, but it's okay.
But it doesn't fit. But are we cool with the change?
Yeah. Again, though, nothing new. Nothing new.
Neutral.
They're just changing something again.
I don't think Joe Rohde's liking any of it. I think so. I saw someone say Joe Rohde is twitching right now.
He might be. I mean, that whole park is his baby, right? So I could see him. Tropical Americas. That's Rosie Sinclair. Thank you. That's what it's called. Tropical Americas. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. The Moana meet and greet's coming to Epcot, and it's going to be near the Journey of Water, which would make sense.
Yeah, right.
Are we excited about this? Another cool meet and greet.
Could they make it indoors or a little more covered from that like concept art? You know, you made a whole area. Like we could have thought through something.
They must have made an area for her. They must have.
There's definitely
if they didn't, after all that, please.
Bring Joe Rohde back, Rosie Sinclair says. That's a great point.
I hope that this brings the opportunity for them to bring other characters, like let's say it was like a couple season or two, and then I hope they bring somebody else out, like, you know, I don't know, maybe Tamatoa. I love him. I know you don't like him, Dean, but I do love him.
Oh,
no, I like Tamatoa. I just think his song is the most overrated Disney song.
I love his song.
Shiny.
They need a little shop, Tamatoa shiny things, and every once in a while he comes out and starts dancing to Shiny, and he goes back.
So that's fun.
Dreamer Deborah says that she thinks Joe Rohde would appreciate Tropical Americas way better than Zootopia. To get back to another thing,
true.
I agree with you on that one. That makes sense to me. So, all right. So on to the next. They talked a little bit more too about this Magic Kingdom expansion to be the largest ever for the park, similar to Pandora and Galaxy's Edge. Do we think this is just talk?
No. This I think might actually happen. But the problem is some of what they're talking about for this is what they're talking about for Animal Kingdom. So
Yeah, you can't have Encanto here and
right,
there.
they have 2 Encanto casitas, and that's not going to happen.
No.
You know, so they got to try to figure out what they're doing.
Well,
I think they were going to do the Tropical Americas thing behind Thunder Mountain. That was.
I heard a rumor is maybe possibly Cars Land. Would you be cool with Cars Land coming to the Magic Kingdom?
I would be completely, actually.
Like, to me, I've yet to really witness Cars Land other than what I've seen
at
in
night.
videos.
At night,
It's amazing.
Cars Land with the mountains, right? With the cozy cone lit up, with the snack places there. It's a great feeling to be in that area. It's a whole other world.
I don't feel like it. I don't know about it in Magic Kingdom, but I love.
What would be good too in Magic Kingdom is, you know how they need that hard berm around, like where they, you know, you're going to see cars eventually if they keep going back behind the castle.
Cadillac Mountains.
Right, the mountains would work so good for that berm for it.
Greg thinks he bets it is Cars Land. So I also seen Corinne saying it would be cool if it was Villains Land. So I want to chat this. Chat, what would you rather them see it do? Would you rather them see a Villains expansion or Cars Land expansion? What would you guys prefer?
Villains.
I'd like Villains. Yeah.
Villains. Can I just? One reason why I say I don't want it to be Villains. Can I just say that one real quick? The only reason why I wouldn't want it to be Villains Land is because I want the Villains to have its own park.
But would that happen in our lifetime?
And if we get a land,
not.
True, probably not. But if they give a Villains Land, then we know that dream of having a Villains Park is dead. You'll never get a Villains Park at that point. And at that point, there'll never be a fifth gate, because what would that fifth gate be? Like, what could it possibly be at that point? I think that's the what else could a fifth gate be other than a Villains Land, a Villains Park?
I mean, there's still so many movies that they haven't they could bring.
I know, but to do a whole park,
they have it. They could.
I mean, they could.
You know,
I am excited about Villains Land. I mean, can you imagine like these characters, Jafar walking around? You don't need to wait for Not So Scary to see him, or Corella. I know how much you love Corella, or just
the movie was okay.
The movie was great.
That movie was fantastic.
The music was great. The movie was good. The CGI and the animals was subpar.
Seeing her at Oogie Boogie Bash and her with all of her fashion and stuff, I've seen recent clips because they brought her back again this year. I'm like, oh, she killing it again. Yes, love it.
I see some Cars Land would be there, what they would love, but I think Villains probably wins the poll. From what I can see, there's more Villains than there is Cars in the chat. So
this is
I would like
idea.
Go ahead.
But what if this Beyond Big Thunder Mountain is a fifth park?
Like it had its own entrance, maybe?
Like they're just saying it's just attached to Magic Kingdom. But what if they're actually just going to build a fifth park?
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. Because they would be selling it short if they did it that way. They'd be selling it short. They would love to be able to say they're doing a fifth park. Do you know what I'm saying? They'd love to be up the end and say, hey, Epic Universe, who cares? We got a fifth park coming too.
Well, what if they're just not ready for it yet, and they're kind of like how they've been doing a lot of things, like seeing, like I'm not disagreeing. I'm just kind of like, could it be like maybe they're just seeing how we react, and then if people are like so passionate about Villains or a Cars Land or something, maybe they'll make a fifth park. I don't know, I don't know.
I mean, it could be, or maybe they're just throwing out all these land ideas to see which one people are most excited about.
Yeah,
and then kind of think about the fifth.
They definitely are testing the waters. I know that.
Yeah.
Well, if they listen to this show for any chance, then they would see that it would be Villains, because that was pretty overwhelming.
I think they know Villains would carry a park.
Yes, and Chernabog is the scariest villain. Yes,
Greg. Greg says not enough land for a fifth park. But I was always on the impression that they only used.
At MK, no.
Oh, at MK, at MK.
He's saying that when they're talking about Beyond Thunder Mountain, they're showing you the land that they're going to use. That's not enough for a fifth park. It's just
it's not for a land. Yeah.
No. Like I'm saying, if they were to make like a fifth park, it would be somewhere else on Magic Kingdom, not like attached. Like they're just kind of
maybe like next to it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unfortunately, Brian and Disney made the choice to take a back seat, and I don't know why.
Greg thinks you'll never see a fifth park at WDW, which, listen, you might not. I just know that if they did a Villains Park, it would be as big as can be, and I think it would be the perfect answer to an Epic Universe. It would be the perfect answer to an Epic Universe.
I wonder why Greg thinks you'll never get a fifth park, because I think.
And also, too, it would be in good competition because they could lean into the scary during Halloween Horror Nights.
It could be more of a, for like where grown-ups go without the kids. Maybe like
yes,
they could do
and
their own
then
version of Halloween Horror
Mickey's
Nights.
Not So Scary. So that would be another competition with Universal as well. But I don't know how scary they'd go.
Unless they're just saying, hey, let Universal have that audience and we'll keep our audience. I mean, they could just be, they're probably happy with what they got going on. I get it. I do think they're missing out on it, but obviously they know what they're making a ton of money. So they know they know what they're doing. All right. But so, Villains Land more than a Cars Land is what we want then, correct? So again, for me, the only reason why I wouldn't want to be Cars Land, wouldn't want to be Villains Land is because that means there definitely wouldn't be a Villains Park. At that point, you knock that out. But if I already knew that was not going to happen, if Greg's right and there's not going to be a fifth park, then I would rather see Villains Land up there.
Don't listen to the blue-haired devil. Blue-haired devil spouts falsities. Close your ears.
Pleasure Island, could be a fifth park. I see the Dispod Lawrence Wilson saying that's not a bad idea either. I kind of like that idea.
It's funny. We all want back what they've already canceled and tried.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Roots, man. We got to go back to the roots. That's why World of Motion is a cool idea. It's just all they are is recycling an old idea, but sometimes you want to get that old stuff back, right? So, all right. Soaring Over California is going to be returning to Epcot for a little while. Does this move the needle for you guys?
Wait, so it's Soarin' Over California?
Soarin' Over California is going to come back for about a month.
I love it. I love it anytime that it was when I was living in California, when it went back to California. I'm like, yes! And there was one time I went into the ride with my mom who loves Soarin' before she went on Flight of Passage, and she said Soarin's trash, but it's a whole nother story.
Flying Passage is Soarin' on steroids, I always used to say.
Yes. So we went in it, and I'm thinking it's Soarin' Over California, and we go in, it's Soarin' Over the World, and I'm just sitting there like a grump, like, this isn't what I thought it was. And my mom's having a great time, and I'm just like, it's not California. This isn't the
Grumpy
same.
face.
It was very grumpy face. So I love California. I'm excited for this. I don't have a Disney pass at the moment, so I won't be able to partake in it. But
Sammy,
my only question is why a month?
It's just, I guess, to do a little throwback to it.
But a month? Why not do?
Well, maybe it's gonna be more than a month.
Why,
It's just gonna be a limited. I don't know if it's gonna be a month, but it's gonna be for like a limited time. They should have it where you. They should have where you can do either or. They should have where you like.
Nice.
Don't you think they should have a way they could do either or? Like maybe you go down one aisle and like one aisle is California, and the other aisle is gonna be the world.
Yeah,
maybe.
There's different theaters. So like maybe
Gene wants a lady to come in before the ride goes. Be like, everybody that wants to see California.
Maybe it's by chance. You get what you get, and you don't get upset, kind of a thing. No.
People get upset.
But
all right, enjoy.
It's luck of the draw. Sometimes you go down to the left, sometimes you go down to the right. You don't get, or maybe it's separate aisles or separate thing. You got to wait on a separate line. There's ways to figure it out. But
so kind of like Guardians, like every time you go, you get a new song, but you don't know which one.
Yeah, you get what you get. You don't get upset.
Okay,
hey, maybe I hear this. Maybe every time I go on, I get September, and I'm tired of it. But it is what it is. I get September. That's all I know. I get California, and that's all I know is I get Soaring Over California. It's too bad, right? Hey, Brian McDonald in the house.
That crazy guy said they should have three. They have 3 theaters now. Why not play California one of the theaters year round? Let the guests choose. I think at least one theater. So if people really want,
yeah, I agree. They could do it in one.
Brian in the ad says California. Is that my accent? Is that what we're making fun of?
California.
That's
how we say it. That's how we say it from New York.
We say California. To me, that's
California.
That's how you say it. I think
water. That's how you say it to me. Sounds fine to me.
I drink out of a straw.
Me too. I use a straw.
A straw. That's. I think we're saying it
what
correctly.
What else do you use?
Morgan, how do you say it?
Straw.
California? No, that's wrong. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
I've lived in so many different places. I feel like I don't have an accent. Like I can force a Southern accent and be like, oh yeah, and the straw and the da. But no.
Sammy, how do you say?
Oh God,
Sammy has the best accent.
I just say straw.
Straw. That sounds so weird.
Unless I'm saying it in Spanish.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Listen, that brings me back to like memories of living in Puerto Rico every summer for 2 months. I was always like watching, like, oh my God. And we had a lot of, so I was always like, oh my, is there any missing? I was like watching them.
Yeah,
No.
they get the chickens.
That terrified me.
Chicken missing, scandalo.
All right, so guys, let's get on to the before we get into all the merch that we're going to talk about. Let's talk about the news topic from D23. Guests wait up to 5 hours. Well, this isn't. They announced that there was going to be the Figment thing, but to break off from that, guests had to wait up to 5 hours for the meet and greet.
Wow!
They actually had to cut off the queue. We also have a video, and shout out to Fanatics Greg, because I believe it's his video. So shout out to him. So
Greg is responsible for showing Figment falling across the United States.
Let's show that video real quick, Patty.
Right then, the cast member, which you can't hear, she's like, damn, I knew this was going to happen. I told Bobby.
That looked like me last night after Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. That's what I wanted to do. Just fall.
Listen, as someone who has been in a character mask, on Sunday I was an exorcist and I had a big mask with like horns and everything towards the end of the maze, and your vision can get, I mean, it's obviously going to be different from costume to costume, but like your vision and your movement and everything is so limited. So I feel so bad for that character, because I've seen, break rooms with like the Yeti, people in the Yeti costumes for that house on Halloween Horror Nights. And again, it's a full on thing. And even getting to our places and stuff, I had to hold hands with a Yeti and then be like, all right, here's where you go in your little boo hole and I'll come get you out when it's our time to switch. And it's insane. So I feel it's probably really hurt this person who was in this costume.
That's horrible. I feel
show it again.
but it made for a great video. And so shout out to Greg for the video. And guys, go check out the Fanatics blog. They do a great job over there.
And hats off to Universal for getting so many Yetis to work. At Disney, they can't even get one.
That's so sad.
I saw somebody post before, and I was going to say it.
Brilliant.
I
thought I just made it up.
Well, no, they didn't say that, but they were saying that, talking about all the other stuff they want to do at Animal Kingdom, they can't even get the Yeti to work. So,
Universal hired a bunch of Yetis. Disney can't even get one to work.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
Very sad.
Also, when you see the baby Yeti in the house, she's really sweet. So say hi to the baby Yeti.
The baby Yeti. Brian and Ed said it was a 2 hour wait the next day for Figment.
I don't think I'd wait more than 30 minutes for Figment. It doesn't look that great. I want the ride to be renovated and changed. I need that to happen soon.
Lisa, following the magic, says she waited 4 hours on Sunday to see Figment. That's a long time.
Lisa,
so long.
And you didn't even get a popcorn bucket at the end.
Was it satisfying at least, Lisa?
Listen, if it's a bucket list meet and greet, then I get it. I listen. I gotta imagine there's gotta be a meet and greet out there that I would want to wait 4 hours for. So if that's your character, then I get it to an extent. You know what I mean?
If Jessica Rabbit came, how long would you wait, Gene?
Is she a face character or a fur character? Because I've seen the fur version of her and
the fur version is weird. No, we need a face character.
Face character? No, I don't know. She's not one of my favorite characters.
3-4 days? Okay, 4 days.
No,
okay, let's move on.
3 minutes. That's it.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I doubt you would wait 3 minutes, but I think I would wait till the whole Figment thing kind of slow down to then go ahead and meet with him, because eventually
it's gonna be
30 minutes.
Yeah, eventually it's gonna be like nothing like anything else.
They're saying what we said before. Test Track is getting the update Spaceship Earth should have had. Yeah, Brian and Ed, I mentioned it. Spaceship Earth, they just they told us all about it. Now it's not even on the table and they don't even go back to it.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll see. I hope that that there wasn't too much nonsense that came out of D23 this year. I mean, I know they were very non-specific about a lot of things, which is probably by design. I get it. But I hate the fact that they try to waste people's time with these announcements. We all wait on pins and needles all day to checking our news and checking the news feed. What did they announce today? What did they announce just this hour? What did they announce this hour? What did they announce this hour? It would be a real disappointment if it's really just for show and there's really no juice behind any of these things.
What I really think also is that they talk about the $17 billion in reinvestment into the parks is coming. So something big is happening somewhere and getting planned. I'm wondering if it's not being delayed for political reasons, because until we find out what goes on with DeSantis, you don't want to say we're building all this new stuff. So I hope that Disney's holding some stuff close to their chest yet, and it's not been revealed yet, and we will see it hopefully soon.
That's a really good point.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Jimmy,
right.
you would.
What's that?
He says he would wait a long time for this.
All right, guys. Also, they announced they opened up. They didn't announce it, but it opened up. Tiana's Palace finally opened up over on Disneyland.
Ooh.
And they show it. Yeah, there's some of the cool stuff.
Say your name again. What's her name?
What'd I say?
Tiana.
What is that? What I said?
It's Tiana.
Tiana.
Sorry.
Tiana's Palace. Tiana's Palace. And they actually. And so I think we have some pictures of the menu. There you go.
Ooh.
7 Green. I know we talked about the menu, so we won't go into depth because we did talk about the menu a couple weeks ago. House filled being here with the lemon ice. That to me is the most intriguing thing. I would love to try that. I can't wait to try that.
Look good.
Ooh, shrimp and grits. That's what I'll be.
I ate before the show, knowing we were going to talk about food, and I still am like getting hungry after all these things.
I'm kind of hungry now myself, actually.
Cajun half chicken, yeah, okay.
The house gumbo, man, with the chicken and the andouille sausage. That's I gotta try that. So,
I don't know if we're gonna talk about this, but
yeah, go ahead. We can talk about this. Is the Disney Underground. We can talk about everything.
Okay, the costume that Tiana is in now. I almost said the way you said it, Jean. Tiana. They did her dirt. Like this is an unpopular opinion. She looks cute, but how elegant her princess dresses and how all the other variations of costumes she could have. She was in such a plain outfit.
I agree. I was underwhelmed by it as well, and I thought maybe I might be the only one because I was kind of like, yeah.
No, they did her dirty. Like it's cute. It's period appropriate for when the movie was set in, but they could have, added glitter or gems or this. Like, they could zhuzh it up a lot more. And I thought
the same thing. I agree with you.
Okay, good. I was like, I wish, I don't know if we have a picture or not, but
if Pat was doing his job, he had a picture because there was a picture available. I'm just saying, if Pat was,
he got good pictures and he shows them to all of us beforehand. So,
well, he didn't get that one, and that was something that I wanted to see. So,
you should have mentioned it. I have the chat. I don't see you mentioning it.
You didn't.
Fair enough. I probably said it on a different chat.
In your mind, you said it.
In chat.
Rob, yes, she can't cook in her princess dress. I get it. But she does have like a lot of other outfits that she could have worn, even in her yellow dress where she's the waitress. Like that would have been cute.
She she doesn't. It doesn't have to be where she's cooking because let's face it, once you become a head chef at a restaurant, you're not actually physically cooking. You're kind of just moving things around, and everyone else is doing the cooking. She could be overseeing things at that point on her own recipes, so she could still be dressed up a little bit. So I agree. I thought there could have been a little bit more to her, the way she was, her style, with that outfit.
And like also too, going off of what you said, in the song portion, like almost there, and she has like a cute little bob and like the white dress with like a big feather, and it's like drawn animation for that singing segment, I believe. Like that outfit would have been really cute. Kind of going off what you're saying. Anyway, I'm just they could have done it better.
I agree. All right, so we're going to talk about Mickey Monthly right now before we look into some of the merch before we get out of here. Guys, Mickey Monthly, Pat, pull that up. There you go. Good job, Patty. The best Disney box subscription, the best Disney subscription box in the business. There's a lot of others, but Mickey Monthly is the cream of the crop, tops of the top, and they have an amazing selection to choose from. They have the original box, which includes a mix of licensed and branded items. That starts at $19 a month. They also have a snack box filled with snacks from the parks, and that starts at $29.99 per month. Who doesn't love the snacks from the parks? Now you can get a box of it every month. I mean, who wouldn't love that? They also got this is my favorite box. This is the best box I think they have. Theme park experience box, and it's their premium box, and it includes only genuine Disney park products, and it starts at $49.99 per month plus shipping and handling. But guys, they have probably another like 5 or 6 boxes to choose from. So make sure you go to their website, mickeymonthly.com, go check them out. They do a great job. And again, there's a ton of more boxes, a lounge fly box, there's a shirt box, there's a pins box, there's boxes I didn't even mention. Go check it out. Their website is loaded with cool stuff. There you go. As Pete McDevitt says, snacks. I agree, man. The snack box is one of the most intriguing ones because when you bite into a Disney snack from home, it brings you right back to the parks, man. It really does. As long as it's not, what did we say last time? As long as it's not you gotta
not the sugar-free gummies.
The sugar-free gummies, you got to be a little careful with. They will hurt your belly. All right. So, guys, let's look at some merch. Pat, you got some of this new merch that we're going to look up. Oh, there we go.
Also, wait, Gene. Everybody in the comments, do a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like it or not. We love it when you guys interact, so we want to see what your thoughts are, okay?
Give us your thumbs up on what you like, if you would buy it or not. So, first up, Patty, pull it back up. There we go. They got the Osaka shirt right there. They got the what do they call it? A bust. I thought a bust was just a face, but it's like more from like the waist up. So
yeah, that's still a bust, I think.
Is that considered? It's still considered a bust.
I would call it that.
I think that's what they would. I think that's what they call. But it's cool because she got the sword out and stuff. So there's that. You can buy that as well. The Osaka
That's
doll plushie.
Okay, that's
even
really
the headpiece.
Cute. She's precious.
I like it too. I don't know if I'd get it, but I like it too. It wouldn't be a thumbs up for me. That would be probably a thumbs down. But I like that hoodie. What about that hoodie, guys?
I like that hoodie. It looks like the shoulders are cut off.
I think Pete
looks like the shoulders are out. Yeah.
Gene, I think Pete is asking you why you're saying Osaka. I think it's Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
That's what I thought too, but I haven't seen the show enough. I didn't want to.
Pete's going. Osaka.
That's a city in Japan. I apologize. You know what the funny thing is I killed somebody this week for saying it that way too. I think it was my son was saying it that way. And I go, no, bro, it's Ahsoka Tano. So I apologize. That's
no, it's fine.
Ooh, this art, yes, I like it.
The art is really cool. It has like that
swoosh.
Yeah, it's like a real swooshy kind of. Yeah,
I could hear it. You could hear the artwork.
Yeah,
swooshy.
So I guess we see some thumbs down. We got some thumbs. Mary T. Wells, thank you for coming in. Grace Schmidt, thank you for coming in. Ricky Damien. So yeah, I see some people we haven't seen that just got here. And what else we got, Patty? Disney World Magnet coming soon. What is the magnet? All right, well, we got these Bantha Burger t-shirts. I like the whole idea with the Bantha Burgers. Is it me or is it corny? I don't know. I kind of think it's cool.
It feels very Bob's Burgers Futurama to me.
Yeah, it does. But it works for me, man. Look at the vibe. I mean,
it does work.
That button down, I would wear that button down for sure.
Yeah. I like.
The visor I probably would wear.
With Chewy.
Like design,
the sweatshirt.
Blue milk bun, yeah.
The sweatshirt's pretty cool. I like the sweatshirt. Is that like a crop top sweatshirt?
Yeah, it's a crop top.
I need a midriff. I can't wear a shirt without a midriff.
Okay, as a graphic designer, I love these designs. I obviously would save my money on Marvel things, but I love these designs. They're so fun.
What about the sweatpants? Do I get a thumbs up on the sweatpants? I like the sweatpants.
It's too hot in Florida for this.
Yeah. Same. Yes.
I believe this is the last of it.
In Florida.
I think this is the last of what we have. If Patty could put it back up, Patty. That was really quick.
Those are beautiful.
That was really cute.
That is really cute.
Leather.
Yeah.
Sammy, do you guys have Encanto ears?
We actually don't,
well,
but it is hopefully in the works. But I love these. I love the outer.
It looks like a leather or at least a pleather.
But is this Encanto or is this Coco? Because it's
more Coco. My bad. You know, it's Coco. It's Coco.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's super cute.
Do you have Coco? Do you have Coco ears?
I don't. We used to have a long time ago, and then we wanted to redo them, and then there's just so many ideas to do that it's hard to keep up with. There's so many things we want to do.
What ears do you have now? You gotta lean in because I can't tell what those are because they're blurry.
Oh, I have Chewy.
Oh, those are cool.
You know what is the filter makes them blurry around your ears, so we can't tell, but now we can.
Yeah, those are really cool. Yeah. So you guys got to make sure. I know the link was put up earlier, but make sure you guys go check them out. They do a great job with the ears, man. And congratulations again to Debbie Thunert tonight, who won the prize pack from JFK.
So I know Brian's there. Yes, the Chip and Dale ears will be on sale hopefully next week. I'm hopefully gonna take pictures and they'll be on sale next week. And there'll be a Halloween version and a non-Halloween version. So you will get the option to pick if you don't want the Halloween version.
Okay. Very cool. And you can see both pictures of both?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How fun.
Well, guys, that's pretty much the show this week. Did you guys have some fun today?
Yes.
How about the chat? Did you guys have fun? Did the chat have fun? That's the most important part of the chat having fun. Right?
May I make a brief public service announcement?
A PSA? We don't have time
Yes.
for PSAs. All right, go ahead.
Okay. I know it's none of you guys in chat. It's always the teenagers, but if you guys are going to any scare event all across the country, please don't yell at the scare actors. I've had that happen multiple times a week. They've trespassed a lot of groups, or if you see anybody doing it, please just tell them that's not very nice. It's one thing to yell at somebody because you've been scared and you're doing a like that's like a standing ovation, but don't just straight up just yell at us. I've had that a lot this past week. And I don't speak for Universal by any means, but we're working hard and it's our job to scare you. So if you could just treat your characters kindly, I would appreciate it. Thank you. That's all I had to say.
That's a nice PSA. That was a good.
Wait, so Morgan, you were a Yeti. Somebody said they saw you. My friend Brandon.
In Yeti, yes. So
you were okay.
I was the mom, like I said earlier, looking for her son Billy.
If you ever are a Yeti, I need to know that because I will use that against you forever.
I want to be the bear.
What?
The bear is so hype. I
can't wait to go, man. I can't. What are we?
Are you going this week?
No, we're going in October. It's me. I'll be with Joey D, and Mousespiration Mike, and my son will actually be with us as well. But we're going. Sammy, what day is
October 7th?
October 7th. We'll be there. So.
Saturday.
Okay, so it's
Saturday
coming up.
I'll be walking around Magic Kingdom like a happy little girl.
I'm probably gonna go hang out with you.
There you go. It'll be, and you'll be with Jess. You'll be with my wife Jess. She'll be there, and my daughter Angelique.
Yes.
Okay.
They didn't want to do Halloween Horror Nights because they're chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken.
That's okay. That's okay.
Anybody
Happy little
come?
chickens.
There was a couple of y'all that from the chat
Thanks,
that
Ryan,
reached out
yeah.
to me and letting me know which ones you all were there, and I told you all my set time. So thank you. I love scaring friends and family, and so I've been a mom that keeps losing her children in two houses. First first Yeti, then The Exorcist. So I need to get a damn leash on them kids.
Oh man! So Debbie Thuner says she'll be there in November. So what time? When do they end? Is
November 5th.
So hopefully she'll be able to get to see it just before it's over.
Please, I love it. And
Tim Bremple will be there. Oh, you get there on the 6th, so maybe we'll see you on the 7th. Tim, let us know where you're going to be. We'll try to meet up.
Yes. And if you guys haven't already booked, book with MC Travels. They do Universal too. She said
that's
so.
a great point. Great point. And again, they do a great job getting those dining reservations. But so yeah, let's thank our producer Patty Puddles, who did a support job today. But we'll still say
Thank you, Patty.
Good. Thank you, Patty. Subpar, but we'll take it.
Say thank you, Patty. You did amazing. Repeat after me. Thank you, Patty. You did amazing.
Patty. You did amazing.
You did amazing.
Yeah.
No
negative.
All right. Thank you, Patty.
0% failure on Patty.
Zero. Well.
No. Don't say anything.
Be nice.
All right. He did a great job.
Patty really is one absolutely fantastic.
That's great. Patty, you did
and
amazing.
We love you all for coming. I threw Gene out. All right, I'll bring Gene back.
It was you? A2 Panda? It was you?
It was me.
I'm about to say it's the Godfather Fredo.
Fredo, it was me.
I knew it was you, Panda. I knew it was you all along. You broke my heart.
You want to go for a boat ride?
But also, let's thank our mods. They did a great job today. Monorail Molly, Paul Engel, Tina. I don't know if Tina was able to make it today, but she's always usually here. If I did miss you, I apologize. But guys, great job today modding. You guys are always fantastic. And and thank you for the chat that showed up today and had a good time with us. Hit that thumbs up for us. We really appreciate it. You guys know that. I guess take it away, Panda.
Thank you guys so much. Next week, we think we got the topic, right? Are we still going to use it?
Yeah. Do you remember what it was?
Wasn't it best dining somewhere?
In the parks.
Best dining park.
Oh, okay. You got it. Best Disney park to dine in. So we're going to talk about what are our favorite parks to dine in and where you can go.
No,
it might not be. It might not be. There's some other ones that are pretty good, but we're going to talk about what the best park is to eat in, and we'll cover all the parks and we'll cover all the dining in each of the parks. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And other than that,
I'll see you then, guys. I'm getting better. I'm about 90% better from COVID last week. So thank you. Well, I will talk to you guys all soon.
No coughing.
Tammy, Morgan, thank you. No, not really.
Good. All right. I guess that's it.
Bye.